Jesus, I don't fucking turn on this thing for like a week and it's just flooded with notifications, man. Jesus Christ. All right. Yo, Carrie, what's good? Let's see if I remember what I was doing.
I'm busy. I gotta figure out what to cook next.
Looks pretty dead in there.
Tired mostly. Sleeping like shit lately. Thinking I need to re-up on some weed, but yeah. see here. No skill points available. Now I'm just waiting on Mass Effect. Mass Effect comes out on Friday. I don't know if I can run through this game until Mass Effect comes out. I know I'm going to drop this game as soon as it drops. I'm just like, oh, Mass Effect's out. Alright, sorry, stores. I heard this was a good game, so.
Seer, can you feel the Force at all?
Yes. But instead of opening up, I push it back down. The exact opposite of what you should do.
Out there, I remembered something about myself before the Purge. It was painful, but like I found a piece of myself.
That's good. You're learning to embrace the Force again.
How can you say that?
Because I know what it means to live
Ah,
without
the
it.
trilogy, the
Okay.
holy trinity
I'll
of
keep trying.
GTA games. 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. This is the holy trinity, man.
Where are we headed?
Hey man, that's what we had back in the day though. Like, this is all we had. We've come so far.
You know, my piloting hasn't been this good since I graduated first in my class at the Lateran
That's so much better.
Space
I wasn't aware Lateran had an...
I don't know. San Andreas
Yeah,
is the
was
pinnacle.
you
It's just
back in the day?
graphics wise.
You probably
nah.
don't get around that area much.
If we can get like a San
what did you
Andreas
train on?
remastered, that would be
Name it.
dope as hell.
Fighters,
but
freighters, short range, long range,
like,
whatever.
when
I
it
flew
comes to
circles
just like
around areas.
gameplay wise, like,
You flew planes in circles.
meh,
Yeah.
it was one of
that's
the
all they
greatest
really allowed
ones.
me to
So
do.
like,
I was so good though. You should have
there's so
seen
much
me.
to do, and the game was so long.
Get over here, kid. We're about to land. Think of a storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Yeah, something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I can just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
You're a true gamer now. Finding food in your keyboard. You know how old it is?
Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you.
Nasty as
kid.
fuck.
Unless the wind picks up.
You're a true gamer now.
You tell that bucket of balls to keep his opinion to himself.
I'm sure everything's under control.
It's so nasty.
It's under
I know.
control. It's just a little tricky.
Fucking joking. That's just nasty.
Okay, hold on.
Jesus.
Perfect landing. Greasy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
I'll search for signs of Cordova in the meantime.
Good. I'll be in touch once I crack this. Cal, over here. You did good work on Bogano. The more information we gather on Cordova and the Zepho, the closer we'll get to stopping the Empire.
I've heard of ancient cultures, but don't know much about them.
I only knew that Cordova was obsessed with the Zepho, believing their teachings to be important. I too was intrigued by the mysteries of our galaxy. You better get moving. There's a lot to learn here. Good luck.
Well, there you go.
Good work. Oh, we did it. We did it. I hope you're not hurt. What are you looking at?
Who are you talking to? Hold it.
You're not double jump, you a Jedi, bro. Like.
Hey! What do we find?
Can't break boxes and shit. Can't double jump.
Lock tight.
Like, this game started off strong. I want to see where this goes, though. So upset you can't break boxes, though.
Oh, all right then. Did you find something, BD1? Let's go, BD1. Another one? I think it's sealed.
Every door is sealed. Whack. Oh, I can climb. There we go. Nope. Nope. Nothing over here. Oh, damn. Look at that shit.
Watch out, BD. You don't look friendly.
Cal, can you hear me?
The Empire. They found Zeppo.
If they were following the Mantis, we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try the same workaround to crack into theirs.
Oh, there's a lot more you can do in 15 minutes. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh shit. You motherfucker. Oh, I forgot how to dodge. How do you dodge? Okay, it was B. Alright. That's good.
Someone's down there! Get him! You and me.
Oh?
No.
We'll vanquish you. Strike him quickly.
Take her and go. I'll lead them away.
Foster, no!
Enemy closing in. I got him. Target. I did it. I don't want to die here.
It's all lies. The Empire just wanted this land.
Gotcha. Watch him. I just can't reach him. Keep your eyes open. Enemy! Enemy down there!
Oh, all right then. What is it?
I'm on him. What happened to the commander? Yeah, Skunk has got in his quarters somehow.
Hey, let's go.
Got an intruder! Fine. I'm stepping back. He's too far away. I'm after the enemy!
Yo, who shot that?
He was too fast for me. Take him down. The Jedi is here. Unpack.
Let's try it, bitch.
Come
back here. What's that, BD-1?
I'll get you.
Who said that? I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. It's dark as fuck. Yo!
Oh, all right then. What's that, BD-1?
Hey, turn on the lights, boy. You can see now. This creepy ass cave. It's on the other side, man. Oh shit! Oh, this motherfucker. Shit. Oh! Alright, let's go. Hey, we're in this.
That looks like a problem. Thanks, BD-1.
Oh shit. Yo, they squat deep up in this bitch. Yo!
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get you some.
That was a rocket unit. I think he's trying to run.
Get out of here with that shit. Shooting rocket launchers at me and shit. What the fuck? How dare you? It's rude as fuck. God damn it. No! Damn it. No. Oh shit. Nope. There we go.
Whoa. That's gotta be one of the Zepho. Guess we're on the right track, huh, BD?
An intruder! Hit him again! Get around him! Stormtrooper! He's dead!
Ooh, what's that?
He's dodging fast! Shoot! I've got him!
That shit hurt. Ooh, new shortcut. What you talking about? Are we back in here?
Got a scan?
My friend, in the rotation since I left Bogano, I've uncovered more about the Zepho than I once believed possible.
So I just gotta keep pressing forward. Alright, let's go. Let's see what we can find.
Enemy closing in! Quick, catch him! You're an intruder down there. I got this.
No, you don't.
The last one.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
We're alone now, Jedi.
Don't you try it. Those Jedi talk shit all the time. Like, you think you could kill me? You must not know who I am.
The Jedi is here. Affirmative. Focus on his guard. Keep your sights on him. Attack him quickly. You killed them all.
Oh shit, what the fuck? I was not expecting that, bro. That shit made me jump, bro. Rude as fuck.
I can't push it.
Let's go. Ooh, that's dope. Let me up my defense though.
An intruder above! We will pursue you! Get him! Soldier! Jedi! Can't stop everything!
Seer, there's a transport ship leaving the Empire's base.
I heard. They plan to bring Zepho artifacts to Coruscant.
Does that mean?
That the Emperor is interested in Zepho? Maybe.
She was wounded, but took out a trooper.
Which was this one? Dashes forward and his attacks. I gotta hold Y. Okay. Well, that's what I was doing wrong.
You're not getting out of here alive, Jedi. I'm watching you.
Can't wait to watch these grow.
I'm not liking this music. What's happening?
Oh, okay. What was in there?
so.
What are you doing down there? I got this. Maybe.
I'm looking.
Oh, I definitely did this. Alright, so now I can run and attack, which is a dumb skill that I should already have, but alright.
I've been keeping count of traitors whom I've eliminated. I tried to, but I lost count. Maybe we'll both get recognized for our devotion. In accordance with the Emperor's will, we've occupied Zepho, redistributing its inhabitants. This planet has failed to yield significant data or relics for Project Augur. Its electromagnetic winds have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology. Found the target. We'll beat you. They can't hold me, Ted. Can they?
Hey now. Did you find something, BD1?
Wow.
Cal, the Empire's pinpointed your location. You need to move fast.
On it. Thanks.
Great. It's just me then. Hostile, get ready. Blast him! Our ranged backup's gone. The Jedi is here. I'll get you. All right, again. Smash him. Don't let him get you. Don't scare me.
Hey! What's that mean, one? I found something.
What do they know?
No mention of Cordova. I don't think the Empire knows he's been here.
Then we have the advantage. For now.
Damn it. Damn it. There we go.
This is a waste of time. What is Crane playing at? Impossible that anything useful is in here.
Oh, 1 second. Yo, hold on 1 second. Damn, why can't I hear you? Hold on. Hold on, because I just like did a whole bunch of changes to my audio system and I can't hear you now. It's on my PC. Trying to do it through my PC here. It's supposed to be the game bar, right? I'm supposed to look it up through voice chat, right? It's voice chat. Voice chat. supposed to hear you through here. So if I put it through there, I don't know if I can hear you now. Nope. Hold on. Yo. Yo. It's weird, I just can't hear you.
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. I got you
Hello?
now. I can hear you now.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I was trying to do it through my PC and like, cause like have this like audio software I'm trying to like route things through and have like a mix, and I was trying to do it through like the Xbox game bar and it wasn't working. So I just did it through the actual Xbox itself.
Yeah, figure out what channel it is or something, bro.
Yeah.
How's Fallen Order?
It's going good, man. Just going through. It's like the first planet they sent you to.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I just beat a village yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, it's really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm just like waiting out until like Friday when Mass Effect drops. I'm just OD'd the fuck
Oh my
out.
god, I can't wait.
Right?
I'm probably gonna sell off some of my fucking Dogecoin so I can, buy it.
Hey, BD1? Just checking on you.
Yeah, I got like the collector's edition, which just sucks though. It doesn't come with the game. Like, it's a $150 collector's edition that
Wait,
doesn't
what?
come with the game. It's
What?
so weird.
I remember like 3 or 4 years ago when some company tried that and people were like, this is dumb, you're never gonna sell any of them. And then like, I guess it caught on.
It caught on. I don't know. Like, I bought one because it's like it comes with like a full scale like helmet, like Commander Shepard helmet that you can actually wear and it lights up and shit. And then like it
See,
comes
that's the
with
thing though, is the ones that, like, I totally get why people wanted to do it, was it's like, oh, there's like, it'd be super cool if I could buy the Halo 2 helmet by itself, you know what I mean?
yeah.
The Halo 2 helmet stand by itself so I can put all my games in it, because I already own all the games. I don't need to buy the fucking again or whatever. But whenever they fucking release them as like the 150, like, it's real hit or miss if it's one that's like worth that price tag by itself, you know?
Right?
Well, helmet, that totally, it seems like it's worth it. That's awesome.
Yeah, the helmet seems like it's worth it. So it was just like, because when I first heard it, it was just like, would pay $150 for it? And it's like it comes with a to scale helmet that you can wear, and I'm just like, oh well, never mind, I'm buying it. Like,
Yeah, that's fucking super cool.
There's a storm up ahead. Something about it crippled the
Yeah, I forget what was the.
I can feel something.
And it came out a
there.
couple years ago.
Beyond
The first
storm.
game that like tried to do that, make a collector's edition that didn't come with the game. Everyone was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
I don't remember. Yeah, it has to be worth it because it really depends. The collector's edition, it's weird too because when they do collector's editions, because it's just like a lot of people moving to digital now, so it's just like, let the force sharpen your instinct. What can you get? You know,
I'll do my best.
So you got to make it like worth it. Like the last collector's edition
Yeah.
I got was actually the Tony Hawk one because it came with a deck, like a full size deck. You know.
that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. But besides that, like before that, like I don't even remember the last collector's edition I bought before Tony Hawk, because it's just like none of them really like entice me to like to go ahead and spend all that money. So I'd rather just get the game.
I think the last one I got was the one for what was that fucking in that MMO third-person shooter game thing that had the TV show on Sci-Fi Channel?
I don't remember.
It was cool, man. And it went on for like 2 or 3 seasons. And they had tie-ins with the show and stuff. And like, I'm guessing how they do it is
Yeah, I remember that shit. There was like a TV show and there was an MMO. I remember that shit.
yeah, they had tie-in too, like if you like there would be an objective in the game and or there'd be a quest in the game and there would be 2 objectives, and whichever objective got completed that would dictate which scene would like pop up in the show. So like they're incentive to like keep because like what you did had a direct impact on like what would air, you know? Which was a cool idea, but like, you know, how much can you really do with it? How much can you skew the story when you already know like the 2 predetermined paths, you know?
Yeah. I think it would have like went off if it was like an existing franchise that did it, but like not a new franchise. You know.
Wait, what? There?
No, I was like saying if it's like if it was an existing franchise that like did like that sort of concept, like where they had a TV show.
Oh yeah.
And then it's just like there's a
Things are pretty
game that
cute.
went along with
Just-
it, and then depending how many people like complete certain objectives, is what happens in the, like it dictates what happens in the show. Like if it was an existing franchise, I think it would have worked because it would have had more
Or
people's
just not
attention.
Sci-Fi Channel.
It's Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, not many people you watch that channel anyway in the first place.
Get that shit on ABC. Like,
Hey,
get that shit on ABC, give it a better budget, and then you would have had yourself an awesome project.
Yeah, I think that concept
There's
was a little
some,
like ahead of its time. I think
Oh yeah, for sure.
It would have.
Especially because like,
remember seeing
like
a storm
3 or
do
4
that
years later, Quantum Break came out.
right.
Yeah, it's
It wasn't
incredible.
a live show, like airing weekly, but they had 6 episodes that you watched, like with your made decisions in the middle of the episodes too. And they had big names in it too. There was Sean Ashmore and the dude that played Littlefinger and Lance Reddick.
Yeah.
There's like some real big names in that little fucking show they got for Quantum Break. I wish Quantum Break. You serious, Gordon Ramsay? You made a whole video for avocado toast? You cut the bread, you put avocado over it, and then you put some fucking everything but the bagel seasoning over it. You're done. You're done.
What about Cordova?
Still not sure what I'm supposed to find. He's a little...
Eccentric? Tell me about it. But he wouldn't send us here for his amusement. Keep an open mind.
Did you see that? Ugh.
What happened? Oop.
What's this? Everything okay, BD1? Glad to hear.
How long I was talking about himself.
Yeah, like it's.
They were just
You
that,
left
like,
the party, I was
disconnect from
like,
party
what?
thing when I went and looked at the screen. I was like, what the fuck? Now I know what zero feels like.
It's not just wind for these chimes. Voices.
Man, I wish they made more Fight Night games.
Well, like the Def Jam.
Boxing. Or more Def Jam games.
Or the oh yeah.
I'd be super down for more Def Jam games too. We should do Def Jam versus WWE. Get fucking New Day in there.
Yeah.
Big E with his fucking new Wale theme.
Ah, shit.
I can't believe they had Big E lose at WrestleMania when fucking Wale came out with him for his fucking entrance.
I don't know, man. That was a waste, man. I don't know why they do that. Like, that makes no sense.
you're gonna have Wale come there for like the loser? Like you're not even gonna play Big E's music after the match because he won, and like Wale comes back out and does like a little short encore after, like. You're gonna fly him to Florida and have him put on a fucking 30-second performance. Probably the easiest money Wale ever made.
Related to the sockets on the ground. What do you think, PD?
You had to do half a song. Ceviche looks so gross.
In front of that middle wind shaft.
Cold, uncooked fish soup. This is coming from a dude that loves sushi. I'm weird about fish, man. Like, I love sushi. And will eat fucking almost any roll that's put in front of me. But like cooked fish, like fucking salmon, like halibut, albacore, like all that stuff. I'm like, that smells disgusting. Get the fuck away from me. I was so glad when they added New Game Plus to that game.
To which one?
Fallen Order.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, when it launched, they didn't have it.
Every game that has like a skill tree set and a fucking... they need New Game Plus, man.
Their excuse was they didn't want you to break the game because there are there's certain story like moments and elements that are designed around you not having those powers yet, and like to circumvent the puzzle because you can jump that far would like break the game. And everybody was just like, "We'll just fucking lock them and unlock them like as we level up, instead of just having us fucking pay for them, or like have to spend the points on them. Just like give them to us." Like, or just like, I don't know. The other suggestion that people were making before they added it was they get like movement abilities like still like being locked or whatever until certain points in the story, but they're like, fucking attacks, just give us all lightsaber attacks. Just let us throw our lightsaber, like let us do all that cool shit.
I just want to be a badass Jedi. Like, come on.
Yeah. I do love though that the fucking kid in that game is fucking Jerome from Gotham and what's his face from Shameless.
Oh, word?
Yeah, the junior kid. His name is Cameron Monaghan.
These were used in Zeppo meditation rituals. I think they were training force.
Man, did you watch Gotham?
No. I watched like, I think the last episode I remember seeing is the episode where Jada Pinkett Smith's character came back when everyone thought she was dead.
Like at the like end of season 1, beginning of season 2 or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Like I was getting into it and then I stopped. I know it got like really good afterwards. I just never.
Dude, it got so good. They did some really cool thing though with the Joker, and like, there's this guy who, for all intents and purposes, like he is the Joker, but they never call him that.
Yeah.
But he has like the laugh and like the clown persona and like the face and all that stuff. And you know, it's a really touchy subject to like give the Joker a full-on origin story among like DC fans because they're super salty about that shit. Yes. Part of his character is that he doesn't have an origin story. Yeah. But what they did was they told his origin story, and everyone was getting super salty about it. And then they were like, "And this guy will eventually go on to inspire the Joker that Batman deals with." So like they started calling him like on the talk show circuits and stuff, they started calling him the proto Joker. So like he's not the Joker in the comics, but he is the guy who gave that Joker the inspiration to go and become the Joker. Which I thought was a really cool way to like get around fucking using the character but not using the character, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the guy you thought that was, this is his hero. But he's really cool. He's really cool though. He's creepy as fuck. His name is Jerome, and he has a brother named like Jaden, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's a really fucking good arc in Gotham. I was also so surprised when I saw the dude that played Penguin in fucking John Wick. I was like, holy shit. And he's all like buff and tatted and looks like a fucking lesbian or whatever.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I need to watch. A lot of people told me to watch Smallville. They said Smallville is actually really good.
It was and it wasn't. Like, it's good, but it's very much like a CW show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Everything okay, BD1?
like take the Flash and Arrow and like multiply that by like 100 in terms of like the cheese and like it's a high school show too.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you have all like fucking Clark's going out for the football team, like all this dumb shit like that.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's been so long since I watched it, I don't know if that's an actual story beat, but like there's real life high school stuff that like Clark navigates while he's like gaining his powers and stuff, and like he doesn't even fly until the last episode. I will say though, their Lex Luthor's fucking perfect. It's that bald guy from Sorority Girls or whatever.
Didn't see Sorority Girls, so I don't know.
That one was funny as fuck. Name is Michael Rosenbaum. He looks exactly like Lex Luthor. Like, you couldn't find a more fucking accurate person. Even Jesse Eisenberg with his shaved head doesn't look as good as fucking Michael Rosenbaum did as Lex Luthor. And like, man, they did weird shit in Smallville too. Like, they, instead of like Clark, because like it wouldn't make sense for him to like hook up with Lois Lane in high school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ends up like meeting her fucking cousin, who apparently lives in the same fucking bumfuck town in Kentucky or Kansas that fucking Clark's from, and her name is Lana Lang.
Wow.
Or Lana Lane or whatever. Yeah, like it's just it's a bunch of shit like that. It's cool to see like Green Arrow and fucking like Aqualad and shit in the show in the later seasons, but
Oh,
like
nice.
it's so much shit to go through to get to that. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
And also, like, all these dudes are, like, established superheroes, and Clark is, like, still in fucking high school, is like, oh, I just learned that I can, like, fucking cook hot dogs with my eyes or whatever. Like, every couple episodes, it's like, he gets a new power or whatever, but he's never, like, doesn't have all of them until, like, the final season. Yeah. Like, it would be a lot better if it was truncated to, like, 3 or 4 seasons, but I think it's, like, 7?
Yeah, I heard
And
it
it's
was
just,
long.
like, it's so much. Yeah. It's also, like, it started off in high school and, like, eventually get out of high school or whatever, but it's just, like, I always think high school and college shows are so weird to do because, like, you put there's a time limit on them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you bring these kids to college too, or like you do the natural ending of like them parting ways when they go to college, and then like after that, like you only have 4 more years in college, and then like you them as an adult, or like it's just like, oh my god. You see, fucking Warner Brothers continuing their tone-deaf response to why everybody's mad at them. They're like, we're gonna make a black Superman movie.
It's stupid, really.
And
Like,
people are like, that's great, but how about you don't fuck over the black actor you hired to play Cyborg or the black actor you hired to play Green Lantern? How about you just make those movies?
yeah, right. Why don't you just make those movies and watch
you
black
already
people
have
go
a super
watch
awesome Superman,
right? And then we all seen the Snyder cut, like so, like.
entirely different. Like, it was so good. I'm really bummed that we don't get his last fucking 2 movies.
Right.
Because, like, dude, I totally think the arc would have been, like, the next movie would have been fucking that nightmare that we've seen pop up in 2 movies so far. You know what I mean? It probably would have been Darkseid comes, fucks up everything, and then this is, like,
solve everything.
5 years in the future, and, like, Superman's fucking working for him, and the whole movie is them trying to, like, undo that shit, and then the 5th movie is the one where they finally fucking, like, defend Earth from Darkseid and, like, kick his ass off the planet and stuff. And that would have been such an awesome arc to see as all 5 movies. God, the internet really sucks, man. Like, like Star Wars would have never been made if the internet existed back then.
Right.
Because, like the first one, while, yeah, it's, like, well-received now and stuff, like, it wasn't, like, a blockbuster. Like,
no, it wasn't.
Like, it didn't do amazing in theaters, and then they still went on to make a second one. But, like, that wouldn't have happened today. Like, if it didn't do well in theaters, it'd have been like, yeah, fuck that, we're not making a second one, sorry. But, you know, they went forward and did it, and it turned into one of the best fucking franchises. Like, you can stop fucking paying attention to all the armchair critics that just say, that sucks, and when you go, why does that suck? And they go, it just does. Like, fuck those guys, their opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's more because yeah, they went off like box office, and well, they're like, yo, this movie made a shitload of money. Let's make another one, you know. And that's really usually that's really should how it goes. Like, all right, so the first one.
But that's also why we got like fucking 6 Transformers. Like,
right? That's why people ask me, like, how do they keep making Transformers movies? It's like, have you seen how much money those movies make? Like.
I think that is the franchise. Like, just because something makes money doesn't mean it's fucking good. Like,
yeah, it's not if it's good or not. It's if because not every movie has to be like an Oscar-winning. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the Oscar-winning franchise.
Too.
You know?
When people are always like, oh, like my biggest gripe in like movies over the last like fucking 5-10 years was when like the reboot of Godzilla came out, and people were like, oh, like the characters are kind of flat and like the dialogue's not great. It's like, it's a fucking Godzilla movie. Like, shut your fucking hole. Like, no one is watching that movie to see Ken Watanabe's fucking monologue before Godzilla like trashes the city. They're watching it to see Godzilla trash the city. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, this isn't fucking Citizen Kane with a dinosaur. Like, eat a dick.
Yeah, none of that shit makes sense. People just complaining. I love the Godzilla movies. I love the fucking.
Me too, man. They're dope. It also bugs the shit out of me when people are like, oh, it's just gonna be a bunch of CGI. And it's like, you don't know how much CGI is in movies, do you?
It's not even just that, but like they don't know how much like CGI are in like certain movies, but then it's just like, you know, like these big blockbuster movies that use so much CGI is making technology for your regular ass movies to use. So like for them to use subtly, so like subtle CGI in certain movies, or because of the big blockbuster movies, they're like learning or creating
that, like
new,
paid fucking, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars of their budget so they can design this shit.
Yeah.
It's like the same trickle-down effect with like cars and stuff. Like, you know, GPS systems were first in like Mercedes and BMWs, and now they're in fucking Civics. So
yeah, like people don't understand that's why like that's why like a lot of people, they don't mind working on like these
like,
big budgeted movies.
How are you gonna make a fucking Marvel movie? Are you actually gonna cast some fucking purple-skinned alien to play Thanos? No. Like, show me the motherfucker that looks like Thanos and you can cast. Like, I'll wait.
What's this?
Like, you have to do it. Like, but there's a way to do it good, and there's like bad, and there's like the CGI in the Mortal Kombat movie was awful. Like I loved that movie, and it was so entertaining, but the CGI was so bad. And like Marvel, but I don't know. It's just like the same people who complain about that shit are also the same people who are like, the Scarlet Witch fight was so awesome, and fucking the Scarlet Witch and Vision, and it's like, oh, the entire CGI green screen fight at the end of the show, yeah, that was great.
Oh, you didn't watch like the behind the scenes with them just sitting on like harnesses and in front of a big ass green screen? Like,
why can't it be like Mad Max? Oh, you mean where there was CGI in literally every single shot that Furiosa was in because she actually has both arms? Like, every single shot with fucking Charlize Theron is a CGI shot because she's wearing a green glove and they put a CGI fucking fake arm over it.
The obstacles in your path define the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Now, try again. Push the ball before it reaches you. Good. Continue. Try again. Keep your eye.
There's a reason why, like, fucking spaceships in movies aren't like little figures in front of a black screen anymore.
Oh yeah,
it's the same reason. It's the same fucking reason as when I was watching Anchorman at my great-grandmother's house.
Yeah.
And there's that scene where Jack Black kicks the dog off the bridge, and my great-grandmother actually thought that they kicked a dog off a bridge in the movie. Did it. Like, people don't think like that anymore, and people know like how the sausage is made and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be like, oh, look at this ship floating in front of this black screen. Like, it has to be like, well, yeah, it's fake. Like, you can make it trick the mind to seem more real. And like, people need that now as opposed to like I don't know, it was just so weird. Like, it's that scene where Jack Black goes and kicks it, and like it cuts down to the bridge, like the land below the bridge, and you like see the dog fall off the bridge. My great grandmother almost had a fucking heart attack. I was like, I had to like explain to her, I was like, Grandma, when the camera changes from like being on the bridge, being down on the ground, a guy went up to the actor and took the dog out of his hands and gave him a stuffed animal, and then he kicked the stuffed animal off the fucking bridge. And like, I explained that to her when I was like fucking, you know, in 8th grade before I knew anything about filmmaking, because that's just like the type of sense I had. And like, people aren't that dumb when they go to the movies nowadays, you know what I mean? You can't just put a fucking figure in front of like a sheet with holes cut in it and be like, space.
I don't know how people think how it's done, man. They just don't know how it's done.
Like, I don't know, man, like, another thing, too, is, like, look at toys, man. Like, when our great-grandparents were toys, like, fucking a yo-yo was so entertaining for them.
Yeah.
And now you give a kid a yo-yo, and they're like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, give me my Switch. And it's like, they're, like, even 8-year-olds' brains now working at, like, such a fucking higher level than, like, fucking 8-year-olds in, like, the 40s. Like...
My friend, take a look at the detail on this bark. The distinctive striations. It can only be a Rocha tree from Kashyyyk. It's time to call on an old friend. If the Zepho had contact with Kashyyyk, there is a good chance Chieftain Tarful will know about it.
Like, man, when I was in fucking school, dude, like, so many kids had yo-yos. We'd do tricks with them and shit.
Bro, I remember that was a phase. Everyone had yo-yos.
Yeah,
and
man.
do, like, multiple tricks with them and shit.
Shoot the moon, walk the dog.
Scanning again?
Also, when I was in elementary school, fucking Beyblades are huge, bro.
Beyblades, yeah.
We had this fucking, like, rubber bridge on our playground that, like, it's kind of like a trampoline. Like, kids would sit on the rubber bridge and, like, kids would stand on each end of it and jump and, like, try to bounce the kids in the middle off. It was fucking, like, 4 inches off the ground. But, like, when everybody got into Beyblades, that was, like, where we fucking, like, had matches at recess. Like, one kid would be on, like, each side of the fucking bridge, and we'd, like, fucking shoot them in the middle of the bridge, and they'd, like, shoot at each other. The teachers stopped that shit real quick, because people started, like, trading parts and, like, everything, and they were like, nope, we can't do this shit, and, like... And I just thought about how, like, elementary school inadvertently teaches kids about the drug trade when they're like, no Pokemon cards, no Magic cards, no Beyblades. Kids are like, alright, so how do we do this without the teachers noticing?
See, man, this game definitely needed a new game plus. I don't know what they talking about. Just fucking unlock the force. I just unlocked the force push. I'm like, there's so many things I need to go back to.
Yeah, dude.
Right? And it's just like, do I want to like backtrack or do I want to just run through the game? And it's just like, yo, if you give me a new game plus, I'll just run through the whole game again with everything, and just fuck everything up and just run through this shit. You know?
Yeah. Yo, so my buddy just sent me this tweet. You know about like the sex trafficking shit with Matt Gaetz, right?
No, what the fuck?
Yeah, so Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz is apparently like accused of he fucking did it. There's like no fucking receipts and transactions and stuff of him paying a sex trafficker like $300 for fucking tuition.
Jesus.
Or tutoring or some dumb shit like that. Yeah, he fucked some 17-year-old chicks. Anyway, some guy named Adam Kissinger on Twitter said. Some guy named Adam Kissinger on Twitter said, no, we voted, you were just wrong by like a huge margin. And Matt Gaetz tweeted, tweets that don't age well, and put a downward like finger pointing to it. And fucking Matt Gaetz tweeted that 12 minutes ago. Fucking 11 minutes later, Adam Kissinger replies to it and he says, I'd stay away from aging well tweets. Oh my god, you fucking rocked. That Gates tweeted something fucking last week, and I was like, it was something so dumb and like so pointless and matter. I was like, bro, I think you have bigger things in your fucking forehead. Like, I think you have problems to worry about that are bigger than your forehead right now.
That's like more of like a read the room, bro. Like, come on, man.
I mean, read the room is fucking something that no Republican can fucking do, so. You know, Lauren Boebert tweeted earlier today, she was like, Dr. Fauci literally funds the Wuhan Viral Institute. I don't want to hear him ever speak again. And I like retweeted it. I was like, you literally had to take the GED 3 fucking times. I don't ever want to hear you speak again. Fucking idiot.
This was deliberately destroyed. You can still feel the hate of the act.
God, Lauren Boebert is a perfect example of what happens when your country goes from fucking 6th in education worldwide to fucking like 30th. In 1992, we were 6th in education worldwide.
What's that?
My friend, this tomb is utterly fascinating.
There's this movie that came out over the summer called The Big Ugly. It's got Ron Perlman in it, and like I would have never heard about it if it wasn't like a fan of Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
But I follow him on Twitter, and he tweeted a clip from it. And the clip he tweeted, he was like, "You fucking oh, actually, I fucking follow you on Twitter." Here's the tweet. Copy link. Yo, this scene from The Big Ugly is the reason why I took this movie. It says everything you need to know about those who would besmirch the dignity of our country by displaying a symbol being used on the wrong side of history, or symbol of being on the wrong side of history. Rednecks are flying the rebel flag, and Ron Perlman walks up to them and gives them a piece of his mind as a old fucking Southern man, and that was the fucking scene that made him want to do the movie, and it's fucking great. Can I just knock this fucking dude out and not have to do these 4 rounds? Jesus. Yup, I can. Cool. But yeah, he gives us through this long ass speech, and well, not long, it's like fucking 2-minute long clip or whatever. But basically the fucking last line of it is like, if you want a flag, why don't you guys go and win something? He's like, winners get to fly flags. He's like, you didn't win shit. Which, man, like, just being, you know, fucking white and, like, a part of this shit, because, like, it's what fucking my ancestors did and shit like that, and, like, not having experienced it, but being, like, the people that fucking did it, you know? Like, I really get behind the whole, like... You want to fucking have a flag? Like, why don't you go win something, you fucking bitch? Like, like, fuck you. You don't get a flag. Like, you don't get to fucking fly shit. You didn't win anything. Get the fuck out of here. But, like, I know other people have a totally different reason for, like, hating that flag. Like... Like, don't get me wrong, that other reason is not lost on me at all. Totally understand it. Yeah, man, I don't know. It just bugs me so much. It's like, you guys are fucking losers. You don't get to fly a flag, be like, oh, pride and shit. Like, fuck you guys, you lost. Like,
so dumb. So like America's #1, you're #1, but then you fly a flag of losers.
Right? And like, everyone wants to talk about like fucking cancel culture and all this shit right now. Like, you guys remember what fucking Germany did to Nazis after, like, fucking World War II? Like, there were, like, no fucking jokes about Nazis, no fucking Nazi imagery anywhere. Like, all the old Call of Duty games that have the swastikas in them, in Germany, it's just the Iron Eagle. Or the Iron Cross. Like, you cannot display the swastika in Germany. It is fucking illegal.
Yeah, because
yeah, comedians can't, like, joke about fucking Nazi. Like, they tried to, like, scrub it out of their history. And it's like, yeah, that's what you should do. Like, yeah, you should remember it, And yeah, you should like know that it's bad, but you also should like from that point forward, like there should be a zero fucking tolerance policy for it. And has Germany ever tried to take over the world since then? No.
They've learned their lesson.
Then you have fucking Republicans being like, we need to move past the insurrection that was less than fucking 6 months ago.
Right?
Fucking pieces of shit. Oh, and I just totally didn't even realize this fucking game has been frozen for
What
like
did you
2
find?
minutes.
Great,
Great, awesome.
Cordova
Right when
met
I
someone
beat
named
the shit out of the
Careful.
guy. God damn it.
A Wookiee chieftain.
Oh.
They were old friends.
Think he's still around?
There's only one way to find out.
Monsters. Hands are big. And after my D&D game earlier today, my buddy and I were chatting in like Discord and stuff, and we started talking about Andre the Giant for some reason. And dude, oh excuse me, did you know that motherfucker drank 119 beers in a 6-hour period, and it's a Guinness World Record.
Yeah, I think I've heard that story.
And at 380 pounds, which was his wrestling. Wait, oh dude, I think there's an earthquake happening right now.
Wait, what?
Dude, it happens like there's like one every fucking like month in California. I don't feel it anymore. My feet were definitely rumbling. That was weird. Yeah, he was built, or not built, but for most of his wrestling career, he weighed 380 pounds. And I found a blood alcohol content calculator online. If he drank 119 beers in a 6-hour period, one, it would have taken him 80 hours to get back to 0% blood, or 0% alcohol in his blood. 80 fucking hours. And that would have been the worst hangover ever. And two, his blood alcohol content would have been 1.28%. Like 1.28% for like 95% of living people is fucking alcohol poisoning and dying. And Andre just fucking set a record. Like, oh, what up? And then in a 3-hour period, he drank 12 bottles of champagne on a bus ride. And I forget what year it was, but in a 8-hour span, from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., drank 40 vodka tonics. Which, like, the wine and the vodka tonic thing sounds, like, impressive. But the vodka tonics, when I did the calculator out for the time, it would have only been 0.46% alcohol content, which, like, you say only 0.46, and you're like, what the fuck, like, that would kill anybody. But in talking about Andre the Giant, that's the lowest one. And then the wine, he would have been a 0.61% alcohol content, and then the beer's fucking 1.28%.
Dog, that's a lot of fucking...
Like, driving drunk is 0.08. when I did the fucking math, like the calculator, when I found the blood alcohol content calculator and like plugged everything in for the 119 beers, I was more shocked that like Guinness let that happen.
Right?
Like, because someone had to sit there and watch him drink all those beers and, like, make sure he wasn't cheating or anything. And they were just like, no, yeah, this is fine. He's on 102. Like, this is normal.
They probably did the math too, like which was like a good amount for him to drink, you know, because they probably actually weighed him.
Oh, I'm sure they had fucking doctors there and shit to like pump his stomach if he fucking needed it and stuff.
You know.
Like, man, food and drinking records always like weirded me out because you're literally like the people who are watching them set the records are like being paid to go and watch those people like gorge themselves. Like today you have to watch fucking Jimmy Woo eat fucking 78 hot dogs in fucking 2 minutes or whatever. Like today you have to watch this bitch eat the biggest croissant and then eat the biggest croissant. Like it's weird ass shit.
I used to like just read the like record books to see what weird shit was in there, like because I had those things.
Yeah, man.
I was just like, who the fuck would want to measure this? Who would take the time to do this?
Big fucking books every year at the book fair, man, when I was in elementary school. Like, there'd always be like 4 or 5 kids in class that would get the fucking Guinness Book of World Records, and then like for the next fucking like month in class, like every time we had like reading time or whatever, like, you know, 4 or 5 kids would like group up with one kid that had the book, and like everyone would be in like these groups of like 5 people just like flipping through fucking some kid's Guinness Book of World Records. Or like the Ripley's Believe It or Not book or something like that.
Yeah.
And that show was wild, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Fucking Dean Cain.
Right?
I went to the Ripley's in Orlando when I was a kid. Or museum or whatever. There's
like
this really weird room. What?
Like the upside down house or whatever shit? Like
Yeah, that one. There's this really weird room in there where they have a pool table, and like, it's angled, like, it's an optical illusion in the room, like, because of the entire room, but how the optical illusion makes it look is like, when you walk in and you're standing at one end of the pool table, it's uphill from you, like it's, like you're standing at the bottom of it and it's angled up, but when you go to roll a ball, like it rolls like it's rolling downhill, and then if you go to the other side of the table and you go to roll it, like it's like you're rolling it up. It's so fucking trippy. That's the one thing I remember about the Ripley's upside down fucking museum house thing. Oh my god, there's a kids show that they made called Daphne and Velma. What the fuck?
There's a Daphne and Velma kid show? It's just them?
Yeah, it's live action.
It's live action? The fuck?
Yeah. Daphne and Velma, 2 mystery-solving teens, investigate what is causing some of the brightest students at their high school to ... I don't care about solving the rest.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have done that. Why'd I walk in here?
But what I will watch is Battle at the Smithsonian. Dude, fucking story of my life when I was playing Resident Evil Village is, why did I do that? Why did I walk in here?
I just hate it when like you're trying to explore and then you go the right way by accident. Just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then someone starts chasing you and you're like, son of a bitch!
Oh, word? Can you take me back? No? I gotta go through these ice slides things again? Alright, fine. Have it your way.
Man, I don't know what fucking game I want to play. Do I want to boot up Cyberpunk? I just want that next gen update for Cyberpunk already.
Right? What is
Because,
that?
dude, oh my god. Like, my Cyberpunk experience was like largely fine because I was playing on a Series S. So like I didn't have any fucking issues. Like, yeah, there were like some bugs and stuff, obviously, of like mission-wise and stuff like that, but I didn't have any of like the visual issues that people were complaining about. Like the game looked fucking gorgeous. With the exception of one thing. Every time the streetlights are on at night, there's like this fog that renders around them, and the fog looks great, but like right at the edge of where the light, like where the lamp is, like the bulb in the lamp,
an Imperial officer was trying to put a relic down here. There was a
like
cave
texture
in.
that they use is like super pixely, and you can like see the squares before they like render into like the rest of the fog.
Yeah.
And like I notice it so much for some reason. Like every time it's nighttime, I like can't help but notice it when I see the fucking street lamps. It's like right at the top of this fog, there's like jagged edges of like squares and stuff, and I'm like, it looks so bad. Apparently a Witcher 3 next-gen update is supposed to come out after the Cyberpunk next-gen update.
I might actually play The Witcher 3 once on next gen.
Oh, you haven't played Witcher 3 yet?
I haven't played Witcher 3 yet.
Dude, like, even if you got it now, it still looks fucking phenomenal. Like, if it ever goes on sale, if I can buy it, the collector's edition. Like, it goes on sale pretty regularly for like 20 bucks, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, all right then.
And like, as soon as that update comes out, like, you know, those sales are gonna stop for like, you know, 6 months or something. And that's the nice thing too, is they're actually doing it as an update, unlike the fuckers that made Control. Fucking Remedy, you assholes.
Yeah, you have to like rebuy the whole game and shit. That shit was dumb.
Yeah, you had to rebuy the whole game, and then they put Control on Game Pass, but they didn't even put the fucking next-gen version on Game Pass, so, like... who fucking cares? I don't know, like...
I don't think it was, like, Remedy. It was more of, like, the publisher that did it.
That's true. I thought they were self-publishers, though. I thought they were, like, one of the self-publishing studios.
Nah, there was a different company, or there was a company that assisted with publishing that, because I remember when everyone was complaining about that, they're like, Remedy was like, no, that's not us.
Yeah, it wasn't Remedy Games, it was Remedy Entertainment. Oh no, Remedy Entertainment. They're public, they're traded on the NASDAQ.
Let me see here.
Let's see, who produced Control? 505 produced it.
Yeah, it was them that fucking...
Microsoft produced Quantum Break. Microsoft also produced Alan Wake. And Rockstar produced Max Payne.
So yeah, it was 505 that just like, yeah, you're gonna have to like rebuy this whole game.
Yeah, I doubt Remedy's ever gonna work at 505 ever again.
No, I doubt it.
They're a subsidiary of a company called Digital Bros. Yeah, I wouldn't ever work with those guys ever.
Nope.
Yeah, I would never work with these guys ever. They did Sniper 3, Payday 2, Assetto Corsa, Defense Grid 2. Yeah, they did the PC release of that streaming.
How?
I mean,
I am stuck in a
they're hit or
goddamn
miss.
corner. There we go.
Look at this. They do Sniper Elite 3, Payday 2, but then they also do Brother Tale of Two Sons, Abzu, Adrift, Virginia, Dead by Daylight, like Terraria.
Too much for you?
See,
I mean,
I just
they've
took down a trooper
honestly
wearing black and red armor.
Terraria's
Same type from Braca.
release schedule
A purge
real bad,
trooper.
so
Their only purpose is to hunt Jedi.
Are
the game has
Inquisitors
like
coming?
one update every
It's
fucking year
possible,
for
but we're far
consoles.
from Braca. They might think purge troopers are enough. Or they could be stalling you on purpose. Stay wary.
Hey,
You know what game I love fucking playing on the original Xbox? Second Sight.
Never heard
Ever
of.
play that game?
No.
Oh man.
That's an excellent find.
Second Sight is a 2004 science fiction adventure stealth game developed by Free Radical. They're the dudes that did Time Splitters.
Ooh.
Was published by Codemasters for GameCube, PS2, Xbox, Microsoft Windows. Players assume the control of an American parapsychology researcher who awakens in a medical facility with no memory of their past and powerful psychic abilities, and breaks out with these powers in order to uncover their past and their involvement in a mission they undertook with a special task force for the U.S. Marines. The game is divided between gun combat and stealth, with an emphasis on the player making use of different psychic abilities to survive against hostile opponents and overcome obstacles and tricky puzzles. It was a real fun game. You're basically like a fucking mental patient that wakes up who was like experimented on, and like you find a gun and you like fucking fight your way out of this hospital while like you start remembering things, and it's insane.
Firing! You're too quick.
You know what I wish was releasing alongside the Mass Effect Collector's Edition?
What?
A next-gen update for Andromeda.
Yo, if they just took the time to fix Andromeda, like I found like a YouTube video, which people that used like a bunch of mods to fix it, and the game like ran really well.
I mean, it's not a bad game.
It's
It
not.
runs fine. It runs
Like,
fine
I-
on consoles.
Like I beat the game with like 98% complete. Like I just didn't do all those like fetch missions where you have to like find a bunch of shit that's like buried.
Yeah.
But like I've completely like beat that entire game.
Yeah, man, I liked it a lot. I like the whole like crafting. The crafting of that game was done really well.
It was a good game. I enjoyed it. You know, I forgot how many hours. There's a lot of hours I put in that game, but I beat it with like 98%. I played the shit out of that game. So. I'm just glad I get to run through the original Mass Effects, because I like that was like the first Mass Effect. The first Mass Effect is the only reason why I never ran through it again, because I always wanted to have a full playthrough, but it's just the first one is so hard to play through.
Well, I love all the little features they did for the remaster too. Like, you only make your character once. You don't make it at the start of like every fucking game.
Yeah.
And they also streamlined. They
Well done.
added all the options from all 3 games into the character creator. So like, when you do that one character creator, your character doesn't, you know, you don't have, oh, I can't use that hairstyle in fucking Mass Effect 2 or whatever because it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was real fucking cool.
Yeah, like they streamlined the whole game, so it's just literally you can just go from the first game to the third.
Yup. I really hope they remake the fucking Metal Gears.
He was killed by a cave-in. Imperial
Metal Gear,
excavation is making
remaking
these
Metal
tunnels
Gear
unstable.
would be ideal, man. Especially the first game. Like the second game's available to play, especially on Xbox. You can play the second game. Just the first game is just hard to get your hands on. At least Metal Gear Solid, because it's like.
Well, it's in the pack. It's in the 2 and 3 pack. If you boot up 3, you can play the old school like fucking Game Boy looking ones.
Yeah, you can play the originals. I'm talking about Metal Gear Solid 1, the first Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, yeah.
Not the original Metal Gear, yeah, because the original Metal Gear, yeah, you can still play them because they're preserved in the later games. But then when it comes to Metal Gear Solid, like, you have the original PlayStation 1, which I don't think you can buy on the PlayStation Store anymore. And then...
No, the only one you can still play, I think, besides the ones from the pack, is 4.
Yeah, so it's like... And then 4 is stuck on the PS3. You know, they never...
4 you have to stream.
You know? Like, they have to re-release all those games, man. I don't know why.
I just hope they fucking remake them, because, like, I booted up the pack recently, and, like, dude, the controls fucking suck so much. The controls for Metal Gear, for Sons of Liberty specifically, the ones for Naked Snake, or ones for Snake Eater, like, aren't as bad. They're not great, but, like, you know, you can tell that it was, like, an older game's, like, first-person controls or whatever, but, like, 2 is just so fucking bad. Controls are just so horrendous. And it also does that shit fucking, like, all fucking old Capcom games used to do, where they, like, put a fucking camera in the corner of a room, and it's so aggravating. Like, I don't play I love Devil May Cry. I do not play the old games because I hate that fucking camera bullshit that Capcom used to do. Of like, we're gonna put your camera at the end of the fucking hallway and you're gonna watch yourself run towards it and you can't move the camera at all. We're gonna have a boss fight, and if you're in the middle third of the floor, the camera's gonna be staring right at the boss. But if you go too far to the left or too far to the right, the camera's gonna move to the fucking left wall or the right wall, and you're not gonna know where the fuck you
worry
are.
about that now. The Empire's identified you as a Jedi from Braca. They're searching for the Mantis as we speak.
Can't you move the Mantis?
It's too risky to start the engine. Its power discharge will draw their attention.
God, whichever asshole in Japan thought stationary fucking cameras were a great fad to throw into all their games, I seriously hate that guy.
think it was more of a limitation than a design choice.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Like, then when we re-released like the first game, first Metal Gear Solid on GameCube, it was all like.
They made for Metal Gear Solid 5. Because that engine's fucking gorgeous. Like, it still looks amazing, and this game's fucking like 6 years old now. Or maybe it's 5. You play fucking 5?
No.
Oh man. You and Zero both play 5, so I can talk the story with you guys and not fucking be spoiling it. Unless you already know what fucking happens.
Nah.
Okay.
I gotta get like a whole refresher course about like the whole entire story.
Yeah, be careful if you like watch some of the catch-up movies if you don't want to know like what happened in 5, because a lot of the catch-up movies now like include Phantom Pain. And chronologically, it takes place before the first game. Solid sneaking into Outer Heaven.
Yeah, it's like 4 is the last game, and then before that was 2. And then before that was 1, then 3. Or 1, 5, then 3. We're going in reverse order.
So 1,
like,
5, Peace Walker, 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot Peace Walker.
Peace Walker's like, also Ground Zeroes. Ground Zeroes happens like 9 years before Phantom Pain, and then Peace Walker happens like 6 or 7 years before Ground Zeroes, I think. And then Snake Eater happens, you know, back in the 60s or whatever. And then I think the fucking timeline ends with, no, actually the timeline doesn't end with fucking Metal Gear Solid 4. Rising Revengeance takes place in, like, the 2020s, I think, or something like that.
Oh, alright.
Because, I think 4 takes place in 2014. If I'm remembering correctly. 2014 or 2016, I want to say. But yeah, man, there was fucking, like a month or 2 months ago, there was some fucking rumors of,
Hold on, I'm on my way.
There's rumors of, like, a Metal Gear remaster happening. Or not remaster, remake. And then David Hayter, like, commented something and was like tweeted a post about it and was like, remake with like the fucking eyes or whatever. And then there was also like, seemed like it was more than a rumor, but like wasn't full-blown news yet. Like, I guess you could call it like speculation or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Seemed more substantial than some random dude just being like, this is happening. But apparently Xbox is in talks with Kojima Productions for a partner or for a marketing deal for one of their new IPs. And then, after all of that happened, another rumor broke that Kojima Productions was approaching
Nice work out
Konami
there, kid. Hey, you got some real
about
moves
either
on you.
buying or leasing
Just
the
tell me
rights
that this visit wasn't for nothing.
I found
Metal
the tomb
Gear.
of the Zeppo Sage. They definitely used the Force.
So,
Advanced civilization of Force
all
wielders
that
who
added up,
mysteriously vanished. No wonder
everyone
Master
was
Chief
like,
was so obsessed with them.
is there going to
What
be a
else did you find?
fucking
Before they disappeared, the Zeppo journeyed to
Microsoft
the planet
marketing
Kashyyyk.
deal for a remake of fucking
Cordova had a
Metal
bookie
Gear
friend named
Solid?
Tarful. Maybe we
That
can
would be
find him.
amazing.
Sheik, look, things are
Maybe.
really bad
Can you imagine,
now.
like, the biggest
Empire's
fucking
muscling in on
Sony
those
franchise
big
for, like,
time.
the longest
get
amount
ready
of
for a fight.
time, and then when it gets fucking remade and remastered, it's fucking on Xbox.
Right? Microsoft has to. It's not
I
even.
think
They
this
could just go to
lifestyle
Konami and be like, "We have enough studios to
Fighting
remake
that
it. Just give us the
seems to
rights
be
to
a
Metal Gear
contract.
Solid."
Yeah, for real.
How are you holding up?
It's like y'all don't even have to like fucking.
Yes.
But I know that was
Develop
part of the
it.
contentious
I know you
split
said it
was
could
like
be overwhelming.
Konami
Haven't gotten
owned the
myself
rights to
killed
Metal
yet.
Gear, not Kojima.
Rather not talk about it.
And
Yeah, well,
when
I understand.
he was becoming difficult, they were like, "Fine, we'll
didn't
just
realize-
fire you. Like, we don't fucking care.
Why'd you choose to stop using the
I think it's
Force?
our IP anyway. Like, we can
Yeah,
just
they
have
weren't-
someone else work on it."
When the
If you
purge
want, like,
started,
Kojima was like the only like
our
head
clone
like
troops turned against
producer
us. My Padawan and
that
I
they
took
had on
several
staff
young
because
things
like
and
they
we
don't
went to
even
hiding.
make games anymore. They just
We didn't
fucking
last long.
make pachinko
Like
machines.
pachinko machines. Yeah.
That's
I
it.
was about to
And they make
discover
money
our
off of
location,
that.
So
You know.
I tried to lure them away from my
Yeah.
Padawan Trilla.
But then fucking
She stayed
after he got
behind,
fired, he
yeah.
tweeted something of like, "Without me, there is no Metal Gear," and all the fans were like, "Yeah, Konami, you make another Metal Gear game, and we're not playing it."
Tortured me.
They tried. They made that Metal Gear Survive game, and it's just like, yo, what the
How
fuck?
many were left?
The fuck was
Mostly-
that?
Which is weird because like, yeah, they made it, and it's
Cordova.
like it's its own thing, but it's
Where he
also
went.
you can play it in 5. Like, it's a mode for
He was a
Metal Gear
prison
Online
rider.
as well.
I saw my opportunity.
That's
Took it.
dumb.
Yeah, so like, well, like, yes and no.
But
I
they almost
get
broke me.
like all the flack it got for
I am
being a
not the
single,
same as
like
I
when they
was,
released it
Cal.
as a standalone. I was like, that's super dumb. Why would you release like a zombie Metal Gear game? But
Did she survive?
as a mode in Metal Gear Online, and if they just released it like that, like when the game originally came out, I don't think it would have gotten nearly as much flack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it would have just been an
That's why we
option for you to
can't
play
give
as. It wouldn't have been like, here's the
We
new
can't make the
game or
sacrifice of
whatever.
those closest to us.
But then they were
Nothing.
like, there's a new Metal Gear game. It's going to be fucking base defense with zombies. And everyone was like, that's it? This is fucking stupid. Like,
Looks like they're healthy.
I don't know. I wonder if Konami did some polling of like, if we made a new Metal Gear game, would you play it? And they found out that no one would. And they were like, okay, Kojima, like, we'll lease it to you. Because we're not going to fucking make any money off of it.
What they need to do is Silent Hill. That's what they need to focus
Yeah,
on.
Silent Hill would be dope. You know what I think is hilarious? Have you played the show on Xbox yet?
No.
So when you boot it up, there is a massive Sony logo.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I just think it's hilarious. Like, it's the first time I've ever seen something like that. You know what I mean? Because like, even for fucking like they don't have a fucking Xbox Studios or whatever. You know, it's Microsoft Studios, and like. Even for fucking Minecraft on like PlayStation, it still just says Microsoft Studios. There's no fucking Xbox logo or anything like that. But like, when you boot up the show, it's like Sony PlayStation.
Right, PlayStation Studios. And you see the
Yeah, PlayStation Studios or whatever. That's what it is.
and you see all the logos. You
It's
see
just
like,
like
you see the fucking buttons.
Yeah, you
and
see the
shit.
P and the S and stuff. Yeah, and then, like the X and the square and the triangle. Just like, go home, MLB The Show. You're drunk. Like, you're on the wrong fucking console.
I know Sony wasn't too happy about that, but it's just like it was like MLB
I bet
that
they
published.
weren't.
MLB themselves published the game, and MLB's like, "Yo, We need to make money.
Yeah.
We gotta put this on everything. Like they see Maddens on everything. They see fucking FIFAs on everything, right? They see NBA 2Ks on everything, and it's just like the baseball. MLB is like our baseball game is only on one console, so there's only one. We only have like one source of customers.
Yeah, I'm sure they were completely fine with it if the pandemic didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they totally would have been like, oh, it's fine, like, we got enough money from fucking, like, you know, fucking people going to games and, like, merchandise and all that shit and, like, all whatever. But, like, the pandemic happened, no one was going to games, like, that's the move of a dude that needs money. Like,
right.
When you're like, when you have a bill that comes up and you start like hitting up your friends, like, yo, remember that like $30 you owe me from like a while ago that, you know, you just haven't paid me in like the fucking last like 3 years? Like, I kind of need that $30 like right now.
Yeah, like
that's what MLB
said,
The Show just did.
You know, when I said, yo, so I'll come back for it whenever, like, yeah, this is whenever. The whenever is now.
There's a long journey ahead of us. These ancient tombs didn't survive all this time because they were easy to find.
Yeah, like, we were cool and all, and we still had like stadiums and stuff, and people were going to games, but like, yeah, no, that's dried up. This shit's going on Xbox. Sorry, guys. Like,
yeah, I don't give a fuck what y'all say, man. This is going on Xbox.
Next, let's go to.
Fucking change the splash screens. Don't change the splash screens. We don't care. It's going on Xbox.
Today, our great military is dedicated to enforcing the laws of the Empire, yielding to no.
I remember when they announced it last year. I was like, "What?"
You hear that, garbage?
Yeah, man.
The show's going on Xbox. Yeah, is that's gotta be a mistake. And it's like, no. The Xbox Wire just went like, yeah, no, we're getting MLB The Show next year, and it's like, the fuck.
Yeah, dude, it was wild. I thought it was such crap that fucking we're not getting Spider-Man in the Avengers game.
It's so dumb.
Like, I totally understand that Insomniac makes his games and like they're exclusive to Sony and, you know, whatever. Like, I don't have any problems with any of that. I don't like it, but it makes sense to me, you know? But, like, them omitting Spider-Man from a platform on a multi-platform game is literally like if Xbox made a Justice League game and was like, so everybody gets Batman but Sony. Like, like, fuck you, Sony, you don't get Batman. Like, that's not the Justice League, you know? Like, no one gives a shit. Like, you want Batman. And before the Marvel Cinematic Universe was a thing, Spider-Man was the most popular Marvel character. I don't give a fuck if people were like, oh, Wolverine's my favorite, or fucking Hulk is my favorite, or whatever. I don't give a shit. Fucking Spider-Man was the most popular Marvel character.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is why when Marvel offered for Sony to buy their company to save them from bankruptcy for like pennies on the dollar, Sony looked at them and went, we'll buy Spider-Man, but we don't want any of that other shit. They paid more for just Spider-Man than I think Marvel was offering for the entire company.
Right.
And Sony would have flat out owned Marvel like Disney owns them now. And we would have gotten such bad comic book movies. Such horrible comic book movies. Because even Raimi with his Spider-Man trilogy is only 2 for 3, man. Like...
Oh yeah, Sam Raimi
whack.
was Spider-Man, yeah, 2 for 3. Like,
and that was all.
I don't know.
I don't know him. Like, no fucking interference from the studio. It was all him who wanted to do that weird ass fucking dance number with Tobey Maguire. He admitted it.
And then And you know what? Like, I didn't mind Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
I didn't either. They could have been better, but they weren't bad.
Guerrilla fighters. Wookiees and off-worlders.
I also think that Tobey Maguire was a better Peter Parker before he was bit by the spider. Yeah, I think Andrew Garfield was a better persona of Spider-Man in the suit.
Yeah.
Like, Tobey Maguire in school, totally way better than like Andrew Garfield's fucking hipster. Like, I take photos and I'm a dork, but I skateboard through the hallways. Yeah. Like,
listen.
But when he put on the mask and like when that dude fucking pulls the knife on him and he's like, oh my god, is that a small knife? That's my one weakness, is small knives or whatever. Like, that shit was hilarious. That's totally fucking Spider-Man.
I'll add it to the plan.
Like, that's